Welcome to the channel. I'm Mounty. This over here is Sam. Sam's got to catch them all. Today we're going to be looking at the amazing secret rares from the new set, which are fire. Like, I'm not just hyping it up because I'm a YouTuber. Like, genuinely, they are amazing. We're actually gonna take a look at some of the cards that you might not have seen. I say cards. We're going to look at some of the artworks even. From the 2022 Illustrators Competition, because some of them look absolutely crazy. Some nice artists in there. And also, have Pokemon screwed up? Because there's a certain card in both sets, and they may have made a mistake. We'll find out about that later. But anyway, Sam, it's good to have you here. Hopefully this will be a weekly thing. We'll just be chatting about the news as it comes out, and talking about the game that we love, which is Pokemon, and putting a hole in our wallet. What do you think of the new secret rares? First of all, I want to know, what are your two chase cards? Because where'd you start, right?
So for me, I was thinking, do you have one from each of the sets, or do you just go with your heart? Because I think actually both of mine are from the same set.
Oh, which ones?
So is the Hisuian, is it Lilligant? Let me just
Yes.
Mate, that the full art, the alternate art of that is just absolute fire. And the Machamp alternate art.
I knew it. I literally just minded it, then I was like, he's gonna say Machamp. Yeah, they're both from the same set. The Machamp was actually the first one I saw, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. Matt Quilly actually just did just dropped a video, the top 10 like most valuable cards from the set. Obviously now, it's day one, so and it's only, which is crazy, alternate art, brand new. We haven't even got our hands on the set yet. I think it was like 21 Great British pounds, like for an alternate art. Yeah, and it was the bottom, number 10.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. The Dialga as well, actually, is probably. I was a bit iffy about it at first. I was a bit iffy about it, but a closer look after seeing people pull it, it does look just crazy.
For me on that card, similar to me. I thought, oh, there's a bit of like glare from the sun or something. I didn't really get it. And then looking at it closer, once it was, because they were all revealed as like in somebody's hand, and like, quickly look at this, like quickly take a photo. Proper secret squirrel. And then once it's actually been launched and you can see the card, you can see the moon phases. I'm just like, oh, he's the thing of time, isn't he? Makes loads of sense now. So that actually is pretty cool.
And you were saying literally just before we started recording this as well, that you actually you might also be chasing the Sneasler, which is an unusual one.
That Okacheki artwork is absolute. That's in the other one, isn't it? That's
with the Palkia, which the Palkia's got like Alice in Wonderland vibes for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe it's the checkered floor. It's just really weird, but weirdly, Big Dick B, B-Drill himself. I actually really quite like the alternate. I never thought I'd be chasing a B-Drill card, but kind of want to get my hands on that actually.
I like the alternate as well. I think I was listening to PTCG radio, and he was saying that one of the moves on it is if you've got more B-Drills in your setup, it works like a swarm, so they do more damage as a whole. I thought, it's so clever.
Yeah, it's good. I like the way they're kind of bringing in more playability into the sets. I mean, it's always been there, obviously. I mean, like that's why they come out in Japan first, right? Is because, and this is why, and I've had this question before, like, why do we see like gold stadium cards? It makes no sense. Why are you getting gold boots? But that's why, because the people that are playing the game, like whether it online or in real life, you're gonna want to turn up and flash. Like, whoa, look at this. And obviously, a lot of them are trainer cards. Which is mad. But I got a question for you, which he doesn't know I'm going to ask him. Well, I'm going to ask him anyway, because I thought about this earlier. How do you think rainbow rares are going to go? Like, I know recently they've kind of added a bit like the V-Star like touch into it, with the white borders and stuff. Yeah. But I feel they're losing their touch a little bit. Like, with alternate arts being the chase now, like, where do you think they're going to go?
In my ranking of secret rares, they're right at the bottom now. I don't mean, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, for me, I'd rather have what is it in each set? There's 6 in each set of here, and there's 12 secret rares. Then there's 6 of them and 3 golds. Like, cut them out, mate. I don't need it. I don't need to see them. I don't want to be pulling rainbows personally. I just don't want to be pulling them anymore. Like
oh man, it's the rainbow trainers for me, man. Like a rainbow Pokemon. Yeah, I've pulled the I think I've got it here to hand. I've pulled the just making a mess all over my desk. I did pull the V-Star Typhlosion, right? And I, again with the different borders and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. You know, seeing it in the flesh, I was like, okay, I can see what they're doing. Yeah. You know, but then you get a trainer and then it's just like, what? And that's the thing. I just cut them out. Pokemon, just cut them out. Like, you don't even need to replace them at this point. No. Just cut them out.
Yeah, I'd rather have a smaller set. I look like my favorite cards are the trainers. So like, if I'm pulling the Grant, who else was it? It was pretty cool. Gardenia's Vitality, that girl where she's putting a hand out, sort of thing. If I'm pulling any of them, I'm super happy. But if I'm pulling it in a rainbow, I don't want to say it's a waste. It's not a waste, but it just wind me up, man. I don't like how it went from, like, when it was super crisp, when the rainbows, the clarity was really good, to now where it's really glittery and you have to get it in the right light to see it properly. To me, it's annoying. I don't want to do that. I want to see the card really clearly from whatever angle I'm sat at.
Yeah, so I mean, I was watching, I know I've pointed TCG Funnish your way a few times. I've been like, oh, watch this. And they had a discussion not so long back about this, about like where they see rainbows going, because obviously now alternate arts, you know, yes, they were kind of drip drabbed a little bit through Sun and Moon, and then Sword and Shield, it's just stonks right through the roof. But obviously now you got all these kind of rarities, because, you know, yes, you've got secret rares, but within those secret rares you've got another tier of rarity. You know, you're not going to pull like an alternate Charizard every day. Still haven't pulled one yet. I'm still after that, but you know, so like they were kind of saying like maybe they go down the sports card route of numbering cards. Personally, I hate the idea. I do, because when us average folk are not going to see those cards. They're going to get pit, they're going to get scalped, they're going to get opened, and they're going to be kept, and that's it. You're never going to see one of those in the flesh, unless maybe you're at a card show, someone's flexing. I mean, it's hard enough now seeing, you know, like the kind of big staple cards, vintage or modern. I mean, I've never seen an Umbreon Alt-Art VMAX in the flesh, you know what I mean? So then to try and see a numbered card would with all the scalping that we've already got in the hobby, I just don't think that's the right move. But they kind of were thinking though to take inspiration from the sports card market, or even like things like Yu-Gi-Oh, because I've been looking into them recently, like the different kind of hollows and the different kind of ways they do the cards. Like maybe they could do something. But I do think like the alternate arts now are staple. I think it would be a massively wrong move to just cut them out.
I agree with that.
They're all chase cards, so you know, like you said, like, so what do you do? The rainbows? Do you pull them out? Do you replace them? If they were to replace rainbows with something, is there anything that you maybe would like them to toy with a little bit? Is there anything you've ever kind of thought about?
Yeah, so for me, that's a good question, to be fair. For me, I would, even what they've done recently, either have more of the character rares where they've got the Pokemon plus the person.
Oh, yes.
To like bridge the gap. I think that just makes a lot of sense. To me, I don't know if I'm collecting that for the trainer or for the Pokemon anymore, but I love it either way, which is good because trainers are my favorite. But so that's cool. But I don't know if something like, if they did like a new mechanic, like
V-Star.
when you back in what? Sorry,
like V-Star.
Yeah, nah, not so much. Like the E series where they had like a completely new setup to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, the V Stars actually are quite nice. I quite like the V Stars, but the rainbow ones I'm not so fussed about. But yeah, something to me, it would either have to be just more of what they've done and just do it more consistently in every set, or go for something completely different so it doesn't look like a Pokemon card anymore, and you get talking about that and it moves on again. But yeah, I don't know other than that really.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I just can't see them I mean, I think they could replace it with some kind of gimmick, but I just think that as long as alternate arts exist and have existed, because just because you take it away from us doesn't mean we forget about them. You know, once if they go away, I can't really see how they're gonna really go down that route, really. But I mean, in terms of talking about artworks, right? And I will, for you people watching, I will be putting up some of these on the screen so you can check them out. But I'm just gonna probably rinse through a few. Because some of the Illustrator competition, the 2022 Illustrator competition, oh my god! So you were the one that supplied me the link, and so thanks for that, Sam. And I busted in there, and I was looking through these cards, and I was like, why are any of these not real? I mean, I know that I know they're real, but like, I mean, some of these artists are just mad talented. I mean, I will put one of my favorites is possibly the Ross Draws Arcanine, where he's kind of like sleeping, and I'm pretty sure
the Oddish.
There's an Oddish. I've literally just noticed that. Yeah, there's an Oddish just asleep. Not that fire pretty much destroys grass, but anyway, yeah, that was definitely one of my favorites. You got Ryu has that has got the one where it's kind of got like they're on that snow cliff and they're just looking at like Lion King vibes.
Yeah. That's so cool.
And I'm just looking through some of these. I mean, if you're watching, if any of these have passed by and we don't mention one of these, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite illustration is that you see popping up on the screen right now. Was there any ones that stood out for you, Sam? Because I know you've had a bit longer to look at it than me.
Yeah, so I loved quite a few of them, similar ones to you. There was one of the Arcanine ones actually that I didn't send you earlier, but that had similar vibes to the Lion King vibes, where I think it was you saw like Arcanine looking up, and in the water, Growlithe's looking in the water at Arcanine. I was just like, that's like the Lion King right there, man. It's like looking at his dad, like, yeah, come on, you got this. Kind of thing.
I do love that when they capture like a story or an emotion in the card. That's why I quite like the Charizard character rare. Just because every Charizard card is flying around, he's throwing flames about, and in this one he was just playfully just give me a chin scratch, you know what I mean? Just like casually just chilling out on the sofa. Yeah, and that's actually a couple of the ones that I really liked of the was it Caesar, where it was actually fighting, and if you look at there's a couple that I really like. One where he's sort of down on one knee and the hands like out here and the other one's up high. In the front hand, you can see a reflection of a Steelix. So he's fighting that battle. I was just like, this is so good. And there's another one like a little bit further down where, again, two that I sent you earlier, but another one where he's grabbing something behind him and his hand's like right close to the camera. You can see in his hand, you can see Charizard wincing and he's holding Charizard's tail with his other claw. I was like, this is so much detail, bro. Yeah, I've literally just seen it. That is crazy.
So good.
Oh man. And then it's right. And then I'm literally just looking. There's a Charizard that's kind of like, it looks like a motherly Charizard. Just lay down just with Charmander asleep. Like
protecting
a proper
him,
mother.
Like, yeah. That's so cool.
They're insane. And I would really love to see some of these cards come to life. I really would. And this
really would.
And I mean, like, so 2021 was great, right? So we had a great year. VMAX Climax just took it to a complete new level. We have, by the way, had the trademark come through, which we believe from timings, V-Star Universe, that might be, it's not confirmed, but our tinfoil hats say that might be the end of the year set, which some people are saying they're saying goodbye to V-Star already, and I personally can't see that happening. I think that's more of a like maybe there's gonna be more V-Stars that we haven't seen in any of the sets running up to the Christmas period, maybe. But then at the same time, you had because GX was the last mechanic that had its own counter.
Yeah,
So obviously you'd have like, you had all your EX cards, and then you had some of your GX cards. They're the ones that got the counters, and then they disappeared. So you have VMAX that didn't get a counter, V Star do get a counter. Is it then poof? I don't know. If it just seems all a little bit weird to me, I must admit. Like it's a little undecisive. I feel like you got VMAX, V Star, the same rarity, so you put them in the same slots in packs. It's just a bit confusing. It is a bit confusing.
Bit of a weird sort of crossover, isn't it?
It is. And if you're still hanging around watching, I appreciate you hanging with me and Sam on this fine evening or morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. I appreciate it. And if you do, this is the first one. We'll be doing these probably on a weekly basis. We'll do them on a weekly basis. We'll still bring you all the news. I'll still be doing my own videos. If you do want to check out Sam on TikTok, I would recommend it. But don't worry, we're not going anywhere just yet. We've still got a few minutes, got some things to show you. But if you do want to hit that like and subscribe button, that would be great, because it just lets me know that you don't think this video is absolute crap. So that would be that would be really nice. But I do want to quickly just show you that I don't know whether Pokemon have made a mistake here, and I have asked a few people in the community, and they're kind of saying that they've done this because obviously it's two sets. Mainly players might want to only get one set, especially things like decks and stuff, and obviously evolutions you need an Eevee, right? And I'm like, yes, but they've never done this in other sets before. There was an Eevee, there was an Eevee in Blue Sky Stream. The same Eevee, the Rayquaza wasn't then in Terra Imperfection. But if you look, and I'll pop it up on the screen for you people at home. If you look in S10P, so that's Space Juggler, the card number on the Eevee card is 054 out of 67. That's 054. But then in Time Gazer, it's 052. So the card is right. It's not, it's not the websites like PokeCollector or anyone that's made a mistake. They are genuinely two different cards, but the artwork is literally exactly the same. Which just
interesting.
It confused me a bit. It did. It's weird, right? I mean, if anyone at home knows maybe why they did this, please do enlighten me. Let me know in the comments, because it boggled my brain. I thought, now I'm gonna have two Eevees that are the same but in two different binders.
And the good thing with that is that Eevee is drawn by my favorite of all ever artists, So that's cool for me. It's a bit weird, but
just double up.
Yeah, I know there's is it the Leafeon in one, and there are the Eevee
Glaceon in the other. Yeah.
I
think they're kind of doing Glaceon and Leafeon overkill, I would admit. Obviously we had the promos. I think those two also had recent gym promos as well. So. But then again, I don't know, maybe they're just gearing up. There are rumors going around that they're gearing up for a new evolution or evolutions.
Yeah, like a poison one or ghost, I've heard, but I don't know if that's true or not.
The fan art going around Instagram is crazy. Like, just everyone's like, it could be this, it could be this. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I just thought it was really weird. I spotted that when I was recording the videos last week, and I was like, hang on. When you sit there, hang on, is that right? Did I just do that? Is that wrong?
How long have I been looking at this for?
Yeah, but no, it's completely different. If you got to this point, let me know in the comments. Are you going for Time Gazer? Are you going for Space Juggler? Are you going for both? Are you just like, hit me up, take my credit card, do whatever you got to do, just give me those cards. That's pretty much what we're doing. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's going to be good. Sam, it's been great having you here, and if you do want to watch any more content, click on one of these videos that are floating around the screen, and if I've posted it by now, which I bloody should have, there's a Pikachu collection box giveaway. It's a new promo card. If you want to click that video, all you gotta do is jump in there, watch the video, let me know what you think, bang a comment, and there you go. You could win all the cards that we pull in that video. And until then, catch you in the next one. Ta-da.
Peace out.